I wanted to update my 8 subscribers that I got, because you guys are fucking amazing, of what has been done to this Miata. She still looks a little bit crusty, but the things that have been done is what counts. Remember that. So, belts, fluids, alternator and starter, oil filter, fuel filter, PCV valve. What I haven't really put on here is when I put electrical wires, the cables. The battery cables were absolutely fucking shredded. You could see two different wires in the engine bay were like cut in half and then twisted. But so I repaired those because I had a rebuilt alternator put into this car. It didn't last too long, but there were some warning signs I wasn't educated on that I found out eventually the hard way after I put a new alternator into the car and I experienced a new alternator. Long story short, because I'm editing the video, I wanted to add that the rebuilt alternator was failing, but the pivot bolt on the bottom and the top bolt never fit, and there was no alternator spacer or tensioner block. It's a kind of a little piece of metal that sits at top bolt and holds your alternator at the proper tightness and holds it perfectly in place without it, trying to come loose or anything like that. The pivot bolt on the bottom never fit at all. Yeah, so I ended up having the car break down again due to a charging issue for the second time. Long story short, I had it towed home. I was inspecting the car to kind of try and figure out the problem. The pivot bolt fell out, so the alternator was just wiggling around while I was driving, which would cause a squeak. It would and then it would go away, but it would only really do it during acceleration, which now makes sense. Because the alternator, the bolt was just sitting on the chassis. I don't even know how it survived the ride home. And then the alternator was just, you literally could move it like left to right. Like, I mean, it literally was a wobbly doorknob, if you will, that's never been bolted properly. The top bolt snapped, and then the bottom bolt fell out. So, found out that's what was causing all my charging issues and issues in the first place. And those warning signs were for the Miata. If you ever have a rebuild, if you're ever having a battery charge light pop on, and you put like, let's say a crusty alternator in, or if you're not sure if the alternator is new or what's up, or the health of the alternator, if you're starting your Miata and it has a battery light on, charge light on, just showing, like, that's one sign. The research I initially did in the beginning, it tried to tell me that, that it's just an old car, that it's supposed to do that, and then it eventually warms up, which was true for a bit. The car, eventually, once I got driving and stuff, and the car ran for a little bit, it went away. But that was the early warning signs of a failing alternator that I eventually found out because I put a brand new one in, and you start that car up, and there's no battery light. It's gone immediately. So, yeah. I just wanted to ask my viewers, because I do seem to get almost 1,000 views per short, which is pretty good for a side channel. I want to ask you guys, because she's a bit clean, as you can see. She has no dents, no rust. Yeah, she's pretty clean, pretty well maintained. She does need a back panel and a center console, and probably a new dash. It's just, when I say new dash and center console, the glove compartment, not glove compartment, it was fucking a little compartment, right? It has a crack, a massive crack, so it's, locking it's fucking useless because you could probably just rip the bitch open. The glove compartment is broken. I'm gonna have to do a little more research on how to fix it. It's probably simple, but if I can just order a new one, fuck it, There is a light missing. and where the light's supposed to be next to the glove compartment. I'm not a fucking electrician. I did solder a bunch of wires together and did get this electrical working for this car, but again, like, you know what I mean, hooking up car lights, and not too confident in my ability, as this is my second project car. First one was a BMW. And I'll let you guys figure out what the fuck happened to that one. So, yes, if there is any tips, or if anything, you guys have anything, what should I do to the car? You know, maybe possible mods, because I definitely want to mod this car, but I definitely want to keep it a daily. I want to get another Miata, but a manual. This is an automatic. Crazy. If you guys don't know, finding an automatic Miata is like, you know what I mean, pretty crazy, because 90% of what they pushed out was manual. I don't know. Definitely, I still have quite a bit of ways to go before she's well maintained. I'm pretty sure this throttle body area with the plate, you know, where you go vroomy vroom vroom. I'm pretty sure the plate, I think it's kind of IAC valve or some shit like that, and I'm pretty sure it's a little bit sticky, a little bit crusty. I'm probably gonna have to take that off and clean it, because when I have AC, she's a little shaky, a little wobbly, and she don't like it. And I don't get air out of the left air vent, but it is cold. It's not ice cold, but it's cold. The shifter cable, the linkage cable, you might hear it as, I call it a shifter cable, because it's just one big giant cable that connects to your fucking shifter. And they call it a linkage cable, I'm pretty sure, but it's a big giant cable that connects to, like, somewhere to the bottom of your transmission somewhere, and it connects to your shifter knob, which allows you to pull and switch gears, which pulls a switch or something like down below at the bottom of the alternator where it's connected. So I need to get that adjusted. I'm probably just gonna have that taken and done at a shop, because I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing. The surprise I've made it this far is insane. I can say I know what I'm doing, but I don't. There's just baby steps, maybe. Like a radiator, I have no clue, but it seems pretty straightforward. I mean, you just kind of pull hoses off. I shouldn't say I don't know how to do a fucking radiator, it's just I've never done one. Never had to do one yet. And this radiator on this one is not stock, from what I know. So, and she looks good, and I don't have overheating issues, so yeah. Oh, fuck. I also forgot to mention the oil filter and the fuel filter. Those were ones that also were done. I know I mentioned oil filter, but I did not mention the fuel filter, which is a little laggy, but I did it correctly. So, things that were replaced, once again: belts, fluids, alternator, starter, battery, electrical wires, cables, oil filter, fuel filter, and PCB valve. And if you guys even give a shit, the stupid little valves, the little air tubes for your tires, those were leaking and cracked and were replaced. So now she holds air on her back tires that have dry rot out the ass. Her front ones are worse, but you know what I mean, the rubbers need to be replaced. So yeah, leave it in the comments if you guys know and could guess what kind of mod. I might just have to kiss you.